Hi everyone, so you might recognize this look. This was from the Kardashian family Christmas photos. This is what Kim Kardashian was wearing. So I was requested to recreate this look, and I'm sure other gurus will be recreating it. But it's just a fun classic look with winged eyeliner, a very kind of smoky but neutral eye, and just very bold berry red lips, and of course the flushed face. So I hope that you enjoy this look, and thanks for watching. So to get started on the look, I'm going to take Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, just all the way from the lid to the brow bone. Now I'm going to take a little bit of NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and Milk, and we're just going to place that also under the brow bone but towards the back of the arch and a little in the inner tear duct. This will just serve as a base to help lift and lighten up the eyebrow. Also to give it a more airbrushed look, in case you have any little hairs that are growing in or are already grown in. Now I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Naked Palette, Naked Palette 1, and we're just going to start off with the color Naked, just that nice matte brown right here. Take any matte soft brown you want. And we're just going to take a fluffy blender brush, the 785. I also think this look will be nice with Naked too, so you can always follow along with that palette. So I'm just going to start blending that out in the crease using little circular motions. And then just start moving it into the eye. And then for this little inner part, you just saw me take a little bit of that and start going along the nose contour. That's just going to help lift and make the eye look a little bit bolder and finish off the contouring. I'm going to go back through the crease with a little bit of Buck, and it's just that nice sort of warm nutty brown. Any color will do. If you buy MAC and you have wedge, that'll work. So we're just going to go in the outer corner with that same blender brush using little circular motions. We're just going to start deepening that little portion up and then just start feathering it in. When I don't want too much pigment, take your brush away, flick it off a little bit. You don't need to tap it, it can ruin the handle. And we're just going to start stroking that in. And then for the inner part, we're going to make that a little deeper too. It's just kind of like a gradient look that goes in and out. Really pretty look for anyone, and just like that. I will clean up some of this excess blending, but I like to save that for like last, just so that all the color I take away kind of goes away very clean and together, if that makes any sense. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of Sin for the lid color. It's just right here, just that nice sort of pinky, bronzy thing. If you got the glam bag that was started up by a few YouTubers, you got a full-sized Sin. So we're just going to be taking this color and brushing it all over the lid. And that'll just be beautiful to help brighten up the whole eye. If you have any Urban Decay Naked palettes, Sin's in there. Sin is a great dupe of Naked Lunch, so if you got that too, that'll work. Now for the outer corner, I'm going to take a blend of two colors. I'm going to take a blend of Dark Horse, which is just the slightly cooler tone brown, and Creep, which is the sort of charcoaly black color. So anything along these lines will do. A lot of palettes make variations of these colors. You absolutely don't need the Naked palette whatsoever. And we're just going to go in the outer corner and just kind of stamp that on using sort of a more defined brush. The 781 will do. And I'm just going to now blend that out a little bit just to get a soft, slightly softer gradient from here. And then if that is too rough looking, go back in with Sin and then just sort of feather where that color meets up, and that should take care of that. And I think my crease is a little too high, so I need to take it down with Buck a little bit. Just like so, and that'll even out the look. Just to keep this look from getting too expensive, I'm going to just take a nudie brow shade I have on hand, and that is just this brown color from the I Love Matte palette from Wet n Wild. But they do sell a color called Brulee individually, so if you don't have this palette, it's okay. And I'm just going to take that up on a flat kind of brush, and we're just going to stamp that all over the brow bone. and then just sort of place that over the crease that we blended up and out, just to get a really refined sort of crease so it doesn't look harsh or unblended. Kind of just erasing the very light line. Now for eyeliner, I'm definitely really liking the Inglot gel liners. They just stay on and they give you like a very sharp, precise line. So I'm going to be taking the Inglot gel liner in number 77 and my Delum Tools brush in number 763. And we're just going to dab into that pot. Get a little on the tips of the brush. And for that tail, we'll just start with the tail. Going from the outer tear duct, we're going to go up, kind of following the shape of the eyeshadow. And this is the most, I guess you could say, important piece of the eyeliner is the wing. It's very dramatic. You definitely see that eyeliner in the picture and it's really drawing up the eye. So you definitely want to make sure you have a very precise wing, and I think the easiest way to do that is with an angled brush and gel liner. I like my liquid liner because it's fast and easy, but it doesn't always give the most precise line. Inglot gel liners are great, but since they're waterproof, you definitely kind of have to work with them. They don't glide like liquid, which can be good. It definitely gives you precision because you have to kind of draw with it a little more. Everybody's got their own ideas about what's easy and what's hard, so. So there's the eyeliner, and definitely try to keep it going thinner as you move in, but the lash band is going to take up some of the width, or the width of the liner. Now if your gel liner isn't perfect at this point, don't worry about it. There's going to be some retouching, of course, after you put on your eyelashes, and you need to make sure you hide the band, so you'll get kind of a second chance at that. And for the lower lash line, we're just going to put on MAC Fascinating Eye Kohl. And we're just going to line the water lines and really kind of pop them open. The pencil's kind of a mess, it's kind of flaking everywhere, but take whatever white eyeliner you need to take. Now for the lower lash line, we're just going to take a little bit of black eyeliner, and we're just going to, this is MAC's Pearglide in Black Line. I'm just going to put a shimmery one down. The shimmer's not going to show up so much, but I just want to keep the eye a little more open. A solid matte black can help close it up, so if you're looking for a way to kind of broaden the eye, something with a slight shimmer, not like glitter chunks, but slight shimmer. You'll definitely want to make sure all these eyeliners are set. With the white, you can take the Browbone and go over the waterline. With this black, you can set the gel liner. If you're using the same brush as your gel liner though, just try to go over the edges so you don't ruin the black. And then we're just going to dab that on all the areas of cream products so that nothing falls out or down. I think I've had these for a really long time and I haven't reused them. So I think today's a good opportunity to reuse them. Kim Kardashian has these very long lashes that kind of tail out to the end, but they're not too full or clumpy. So I'm going to be taking these. These are the MAC 2s. You can tell they've been cut and used. So had them for quite a while. Regardless, it's kind of hard to test eyelash hair on an animal, but I will be taking these. And I'm going to use the Debut Lash Glue, which is cruelty-free, vegan, organic. So if, you know, the other things like paraben-free, organic are your criteria for makeup, as I know that's very important, and some people do have beauty blogs dedicated to organic makeup, then there you go. we're just gonna take a little bit of this and get it on the back or the spine, the weave, the whatever you want to call it, the seam. We're just going to stick that glue all over. If it's difficult for you to take directly from the tube, just take some tweezers and do that instead. I find this easy enough. Easy as putting glue on something goes. And we're just going to get that all over the spine. You want a reasonably generous amount all over the spine. This does dry slower than most lash glues. And I'm just going to bend a little spine, kind of just take it through the air. And attempt to put it on. If you feel it's too wet, you can just sort of lay it on top of your lashes and press it down as you feel it drying, like so. It does dry slower, but I've never had an issue with it kicking up or pulling it off at the corners. Most lashes you can use a number of times, so it depends on the style of the lash if I'm willing to invest in it. So just gonna press that down and allow it to dry, and you could just always retouch your gel liner. Now for the blush, she usually just wears like a peachy pink or a peach, usually something in the coral family to warm up the face. So I'm gonna be taking Hussy from Illamasqua. I'm just gonna tap my e.l.f. Duo Fiber brush into it, and I'm just going to sort of stipple it on the cheeks. When it comes to Illamasqua blushes, it's probably best to just use a light hand and even stipple them on because they're so pigmented. So just a little bit of that. Now for my highlight, she's not really wearing anything that's extremely highlighted. So I'm just going to take the Candlelight by Too Faced, and we're just going to pop that onto the cheekbones. Most of the highlighting she's wearing is done with concealer. So I do have a under eye concealer on by Mary Kay in number 2, just their highlighting pen, and that's about it. So just a little bit of this so that it reflects in the natural daylight. So for lips, we just need to do a very deep red. I'm going to be taking the MAC Red Enriched Cream Stick Liner. Whatever red pencil you have is going to work just fine. And we're just going to start lining the lips, and we're going to fill them in. And it's been a while since I took MAC lipsticks, but I'm going to take the Viva Glam one. And it's matte, so you have to work with it a little. And from Mary Kay, these just came out. They are the Nourishine Plus. I picked up one of the Nourishine Plus glosses in Rockin' Red. I believe the appropriate shade would have been Red Passion. I'm assuming because their sample packets are available to try them out in Red Passion, and since their promo has this sort of red lip on there, I'm assuming I accidentally got the wrong one, but I didn't see a listing for the color name. But anyways, this is one of their reds, and it's really pretty. It's really rich and a lot more pigmented than the other Nourishines. But just as nourishing and moisturizing, so I really like that. So probably place another order for the other one. This is the more warm toned red. But it completes the look, and I hope that you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.